Peace reflections. You are over here with Torithia. Hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the follow button depending on which platform you are on. Because I'm over here with my crew, baby. And you know how we do. You know how I do when I get over here with my crew. We cut a bad reflection. We cut a bad, but we finna take a field trip, baby. We finna go across the sea. Now I know y'all, you get what I'm saying. Y'all enjoyed yourself last time we went across the sea. So I said, fuck it. Let's go. I got a half a tank of water in here. Reflection. You know, this is a rare occasion. You know, T rarely pull up with a half a tank of water in my spaceship, baby. Now I got one side of my crew, they rolling up, the other side they pulling up, and in the middle, they just hear reflection. They got a very clear mind. So pick which section you want to get in with the crew, baby. But when you come over here, you have to have an open mind reflection. You can't come over here with a little closed mind. You can't come over here if you get real offended. You can't come over here if you still plugged in. You got to plug out for a second. You got to plug out for a second. Reflection, okay? Now, with that being said, this video may be triggering to some, okay? The information that is provided in this video is alleged. Everything in this video is alleged. Definitely go do your research. One, because I'm from Mars. That's the main reason. Reflex, you got to check my shit. I am from the east side of Mars, and you know how we get down. And if you don't, just know when they tell you something, check it. Check it, reflections. Okay. So with that being said, reflection, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because you never want to miss out on another decoding video. Okay. Now, with that being said, let me turn my music down in my spaceship, because I am not here to waste your time. We are about to get started. And you see the title, Reflection. We are here to talk about the all-seeing wheel, reflection. We're here to talk about that flying wheel they've been talking about, okay? Now, this isn't anything new in his story. It's not anything new, reflection. But, you know, I can describe some one way. You can describe some the same way. I mean, you can describe something another way. And Billie Jean up the street and Caroline, they can describe it totally different. Now, we not all describe this one object, but we described it different. But does that change what the object is? Reflection. Okay, now with that being said, just keep that in mind, because we've been hearing about this all-seeing flying wheel. We have been seeing about this wheel with eyes and shit. Reflection. We have been reading and hearing about this all throughout history, okay? It doesn't matter what religion that you believe in, okay? Reflection. I'm sure you have heard about this particular wheel, okay? Now, with that being said, reflection, this content is actually coming from all the way across the sea, baby. This is coming from my twin. This is coming from my twin now, okay? So don't y'all get over here and get too aggressive with her now. Don't get too aggressive with her, because she's not new to this. She's true to this.
Class is in session. You need a notebook and a pen or pencil. If you're attached to your iPhone, right? Scientists find alien code embedded in human DNA, evidence of ancient alien engineers. If that sounds strange to you, it means that you haven't watched all of the videos I've posted. I've spoken about the Watchers and the Nephilim several times already. Lizard people thought by some to be aliens, sent by the god Enki to bring a more sophisticated culture to Earth. They bred with the daughters of men, producing the Nephilim. Researchers who worked for 13 years in the Human Genome Project indicate that they came across an amazing scientific discovery. They believe that the so-called 97% of non-coding sequences in the human DNA is nothing less than the genetic code of extraterrestrial life forms. Originally referred to as junk DNA, its function remained a mystery for researchers. Now researchers believe that our DNA is extraterrestrial in origin.
Okay, reflection. So what do you think about that? Hit the like button now. What do you think about that? What do you think about this, reflection? This junk DNA, that throwaway DNA, that moved to the trash DNA. You don't even need it. You don't even need it. But I don't know, reflection. They trying to say it could be up. It could be a little pinch of something. This is alleged. Now, this shit we heard over there on Mars now. This is shit we heard on Mars. They said on Mars. I'm just telling you what they said now. I didn't even say it. They said that junk DNA, it ain't really junk, reflection. They said it's a little junk. You put the junk in the trunk, or you need to open the trunk and get it out. Take another look now. Take another look, because what is one person's trash is another person's what? Treasure.
Now researchers believe that our DNA is extraterrestrial in origin. After extensive analysis with the help of other researchers in diverse fields, Maxime A. Makukov of the Fezenkov Astrophysical Institute have ventured out and asked if there is a possibility that what we call junk DNA is actually some sort of extraterrestrial code created by an alien programmer. According to researchers from Kazakhstan, our hypothesis is that a more advanced extraterrestrial civilization was engaged in creating new life, implanting it on various planets. Earth is just one of them. The team of researchers believes for a fact that the first part of our DNA code was not written on Earth, and according to them, it is verifiable. Secondly, and most importantly, genes alone are not enough to explain the abrupt evolution process, and there must be something more in the game. According to Makukov, sooner or later, we have to accept the fact that all life on Earth carries the genetic code of our extraterrestrial cousins, and that evolution is not what we think it is.
So them my cousins up there reflection. Let me know. Just let me know, because they ain't never came to the barbecue and shit. They didn't ever they didn't invite us to no barbecues, no little cookouts, no get outs. They didn't, you get what I'm saying? They didn't invite us on the wheel. They didn't come down, take off the mask, let us see. Allegedly, reflection. She just said that was our cousin. She said that they are your cousin, your long lost 4th, 5th, 6th, 9th cousin possibility. Reflection. Do you, what's going on? What is going on with these beings that are allegedly reflection on these all-seeing wheels? What do you think about that? Do you think that it is all a part of the code and reflection? Do you think they know something up there on those line wheels that we don't? Are they trying to tell us something, reflection? Are they trying to whisper something to us, baby? Are they trying to take us to the light, Caroline? What the fuck are they doing on these wheels with eyes? They just looking, probably, reflection. They probably just watching. What do you think?
That all life on Earth carries the genetic code of our extraterrestrial cousins, and that evolution is not what we think it is. The implications of these scientific findings reinforce claims by other individuals and observers that claim to have had contact with aliens that look like humans. I want you to remember that. Human-like aliens could have provided some of the genetic material necessary for human evolution. Researchers in Kazakhstan believe that the human DNA was encoded with an alien signal for an ancient extraterrestrial civilization, and they refer to it as biological SETI. The mathematical code in the human DNA cannot be explained by evolution. Basically, we are living and breathing holders of some sort of alien message that can be used in a much more efficient way than using radio signals to search for extraterrestrial life. While there is no specific passage in the Bible that lists out the 9 orders of angels, there are parts of scripture that speak to an angelic hierarchy. Pseudo-Dionysius, a Christian philosopher of the late 5th century CE, drew on pages from the New Testament, as well as other sources of knowledge, to put forth an angelic hierarchy, which is featured in his book, De Coelesti Hierarchia, the 9 celestial orders of the divine angelic hierarchy. Seraphim, literally translated burning ones. The word seraph is normally a synonym for serpents when used in the Hebrew Bible. According to Isaiah 6, 1-8, the seraphim are described as fiery 6-winged beings. With 2 wings he covered his face, and with 2 he covered his feet, and with 2 he flew. That doesn't sound human. Fiery serpent, seraph, from seraph, burning, figuratively, or poisonous, serpent, specifically a seraph or symbolical creature from their copper color.
All right, reflection. So what do you think about it? What do you think about all these particular angels? Some fell, some on the flying ship. What do you think about all this information that is being presented to you, reflection? Do you think it's any coincidence that we are seeing more and more of these all seeing flying ships, reflection, these all seeing wheels in the sky, reflection, that they have spoke about long ago? Now, when you see eyes, what do eyes do, reflection? They watch shit. They watch shit, reflection. So who you think up there? What do you think what do you think they doing? Do you think they just watching, reflection? You think they observing? And if so, what they watching for? Why are you looking at me, baby? Why do you think they looking, reflection? Are they concerned about something? Are they concerned about are they concerned about, did you get it? Did you hear? Okay, I'm doing too much.
Burning, figuratively, or poisonous, serpent, specifically a seraph or symbolical creature from their copper color. Fiery serpent. A serpent, usually venomous, possibly from the burning effect of poison, a flying serpent or dragon. Strachan, Shea, and Damati and others compare also Egyptian guardian griffins called seraph or Apkallu, on Assyrian Serapu or Serapis, epithet of god Nergal, majestic beings with 6 wings and human hands and voices. Why would they have human hands and voices if they're not human? Thrones or Ophanim, the thrones or elders also known as Erelim or Ophanim. The Ophanim, Hebrew wheels, also known as thrones, are unusual looking even compared to the other celestial beings. They appear as a beryl-colored wheel within a wheel, their rims covered with hundreds of eyes. They are closely connected with the cherubim. When they moved, the others moved. When they stopped, the others stopped. And
So they got rims and shit? Oh yes, this may be our cousin Reflection. They got rims up there in the sky. This may be our long lost cousin up there. Okay. I'm just saying, Reflection. We all know a cousin puts rims on an old ass car. Or you be like, why you put the rims on there? I'm just saying, why? Because you want somebody to see you, don't you? You want somebody to see. That's your long lost cousin. It just might be Reflection because they got the wheels and with the eyes and shit. I think it's some symbolism. No, I'm doing too much. It really ain't okay. Then I pulled up too much. I'm just saying, Reflection sound like that could be our cousin. You think they're my cousin?
are closely connected with the cherubim. When they moved, the others moved. When they stopped, the others stopped. And when they rose from the earth, the wheels rose along with them. That sounds mechanical to me. For the spirit to the living creatures was in the wheels. Oh, we have a word meaning that. Chakra is a Sanskrit word meaning wheel or disc. Ophan, a wheel of uncertain derivation. They don't know where it comes from. He caused their chariot wheels to swerve. KJV, their chariot wheels that they drave. What is a chariot? Harma, a chariot or vehicle. But in Mahbarat they describe it as vimana or a flying machine. These are simple desert people. They don't have a reference for this. Oi mate, I just saw something. What did it look like? It was moving like a chariot and it looked like a wheel with eyes around it. If the Tauric people saw this in the air, they might describe it similar. This was
Look like some little 26s. Yeah, little 26, 28s in the air. Yeah, I'm not sure now. See, coming from the east side of Compton. But to me, it looked like some little 26s, but they was in the air and they lit up. And you see some 26s and shit. They said, yes, they look like, what my cousin had on his car. On the old ass Chevrolet. You know what I'm talking about. That's what it looked like in the sky. The rim. That's what a Reflection. I'm just trying to think how they was thinking. Maybe that's because we got to know Reflection. You got to think. Just because I'm on the east side of Compton and you over there in Maryland, we both still seen the 28s and the 26s in the sky. Okay. I'm just saying though.
eyes around it. If the Tauric people saw this in the air, they might describe it similar. This was allegedly found in Antarctica. Ancient blueprint of a Vimana. This is what the bottom of a Vimana looks like, and it looks exactly like a CERN. Some ancient mythologies feature legends of men using flying machines. These include the Indian Vimana, flying palace or chariot, Ezekiel's chariot, the Irish Roth Ramach, built by the blind druid MacGroy, and Simon the Magus. MacGroy, meaning slave of the wheel, was said to be an extremely powerful druid, often portrayed as either blind or having only one eye. He is described as wearing a bird mask and having a black shield rimmed in silver and adorned with stars. In these legends, Simon the Magus taught him occult secrets and helped him build the Roch Ramach, the oared wheel, a magical flying machine resembling a wheel and powered by lightning. So you may wish to look for a film from the 1970s called Chariots of the Gods. Cherubim have 4 faces, one of a man, an ox, a lion, and an eagle. They have 4 conjoined wings covered with eyes, a lion's body figure, and they have ox's feet. Cherubim guard the way to the tree of life in the Garden of Eden. That's odd because I've seen these creatures in the Assyrian and Sumerian scrolls.
She said, I seen this shit before. I seen that before. So if y'all haven't watched that movie, Chariot of the Gods, definitely go with that reflection. I told you it's only magic if you can hide it in plain sight. Definitely go check out that movie reflection, okay? Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button because it let everybody know we done snuck over here. You know, we be sneaking and shit. It let them know reflection we done snuck over here. We talk about the ones in the field. We talk about the ones that's riding 28s and shit in the sky reflection. That's what we talking about.
Because I've seen these creatures in the Assyrian and Sumerian scrolls, and that thing in the middle they call the tree of life. Look, they have this in Assyrian as well, the tree of life, which I think is a Stargate portal. We also have virtues of strongholds. They lay beyond the Ophanim, doesn't say what they look like. Then they've got the dominions or lordships. The dominions, also known as the Hashmalim, regulate duties to lower angels, doesn't say what they look like either. Powers or authorities. They appear to collaborate in power and authority with the principalities. The powers are bearers of consciousness and the keepers of history. Some believe that no power has ever fallen from grace, but another theory states that Satan was the chief of the powers before he fell. I guess that was the first breakaway civilization. How many angels do you think he took when he fell? So you have the principalities or rulers. We don't know what they look like. Archangel. It derives from the Greek archo, meaning to be first in rank. And then you have angels or malachim, the plain angels. They are most concerned with the affairs of living things. The angels are sent as messengers to mankind. Now, as I came into my research, the Nephilim apparently have these elongated skulls, and it's theorized that's why they wore hats or turbans to hide it. And I think it's odd.
Damn. So, you know, that
because I
reflection, the big foreheads and shit, with extending the foreheads. I told you. What I told you, Nefertiti. Listen, okay, because they got mad last time I said that on the other video. When we was talking about Nefertiti, we was talking about T reflection. I mean, but Nefertiti. When we was talking about Nefertiti and she was underground and you get what I'm saying, and the prisoners, and you know they got mad reflection because I said that because they couldn't find it in the his storybook. They couldn't find it in the his storybook, but I tried to tell them it was a download. I got this when I was sitting in the sun, baby. I got this shit under the sun, baby. I'm trying to I'm trying to tell you, I was sitting on eights. I seen the flying 28 in the sky when yeah, okay.
And it's theorized that's why they wore hats or turbans to hide it. And I think it's odd that the Hindu deities also have some sorts of tall helmets, so I wonder if they had that skull as well. They just seem to be reincarnated over and over. They call it syncretism. You know, if you decide to change your name and move somewhere else, you're still the same person, you just have a different name. Now, it's theorized and alleged that these beings are the Nephilim or Anunnaki, whatever you call it. They were interfering with different species and mucking about with their DNA, and it seems to be that they want us to know about it now. DNA plays a very important role in how all of this is working and exactly what is happening now. And from researching, it's quite obvious to me that they went to different places and brought all of this with them. The story is there was a flood and it killed all of the Nephilim. Not all of them. In Sumeria, they talk about a great flood. India has its story about a great flood. The Bible documents a great flood. Where did they get the story from if they all died? They genetically engineered people and mixed their DNA with ours. Why would they suddenly leave us to it?
Nefertiti was down there underground reflection under the cave. I think so. I don't know though. I don't know if I was there. This probably what I think she was doing. She was probably underground reflection under cave reflection underground in the underground city and shit that she had up under the palace allegedly. I don't know if I was there. This probably what happened. She was probably under the fucking palace reflection, trying to live forever and ever and ever. She was trying to live forever, but she may crack the code too. I don't know that. I don't know. But if I was there in another lifetime reflection, I think that's probably what she was under there doing. Trying to live forever and ever and ever. They probably found the book. I don't know though.
People and mix their DNA with ours. Why would they suddenly leave us to it? They didn't leave, they're still here, and if they mixed with us, that means some of the population has their DNA. And that's why these famous people are always making reference to them. I've picked it up, I can see the patterns. They're telling you.
Allegedly, it's a strong alleged. It's a strong alleged because I heard the Anunnaki, they got a little piece of aggression. Now, I don't know that that's never here nor there. Don't jump on Terethia. I'm just telling you that I heard there was a little piece of aggression. They could get aggressive.
DNA helps them to go through portals. The junk DNA is connecting us to them. They program you to go to hospital when you're going into labor. After baby comes out.
Ooh, girl, you can't talk about that because we trying to live forever and ever. Girl, you trying to shorten the time and extend the forehead. That's what you're trying to do, twin, from across the sea. You can't talk about that, baby, over here in America of the K, baby. But she was talking about, when you go get your birth certificate and shit, when they pull the baby and shit out reflection. I think she's talking about like the process, when they go wipe the baby up and shit. When they wipe the baby up and shit, then they put the little bow on their head and shit. Was like, girl, they stick that motherfucker on their head reflection. I think she's talking about the process in between. You know what I'm saying? My crew know what we trying to get. You know what I'm saying? Reflection.
They sold people to get the jab because it's in our DNA. They need the DNA or soul energy to lift us into their realm. The NCP's already got the jab, but they don't have a soul, so it's useless to them. It is a certain DNA and genetics that can handle and transmute radiation. Here we have the symbol for radiation. What would it look like if you took those two away? Well, it looks like the symbol for Tanit, aka Ishtar, who I said is the portal goddess. That's why,
baby, they said listen.
They sold people.
Said listen, a star. Just let me know, baby. Tell me how you live forever and ever and ever. Baby, that's what they wanted to know. Yeah, they wanted to know that reflection, but she wouldn't tell them. I don't think she did, so they stole the book, reflection. They burnt every fucking thing down, but they said, wait. It's a book we came in here. Now you can burn the rest of this shit down. But it's one specific, maybe three, it may be three parts to it. It's one, maybe three specific book that I'm looking for. Alleged, this is alleged shit. Now I'm from Mars and she is from across the sea, reflection. So you have to check this shit. But if we was there in another lifetime, I think that.
In your life, you get visited and interfered with by extraterrestrial beings, and I've heard so many people say, why? Why me? Why is it happening to me? Why am I being targeted? It's your DNA.
Ooh, allegedly, baby. Allegedly, when they clean the baby up and shit. When they clean the baby up and shit. And then they put the bow on their hair. If it's a girl, they put the okay. I think that's the process she's talking about, but I don't know reflection, but I think so. I think like when you had a baby and shit. When you had a baby and shit, and they come get the baby, and then they bring it back, and the baby got a bow on their head and shit. I think this. You with me? Are you with me? Reflection? Okay, then. All right.
Well, it looks like the symbol for Tanit, aka Ishtar, who I said is the portal goddess. That's why these three colors are everywhere. It connects to Ishtar, who is the goddess of war. It communicates that we are in World War III right now. Gamma, the third letter of the Greek alphabet, equivalent to the Roman G. 3 is ruled by Jupiter, 6 is ruled by Venus, 9 is ruled by Mars. That's what the 369 connection is. These 3 planets and also the radiation. Look, Stargate. Right in front of you. The Star of Ishtar and the 3 planets. Which brings us to Ishtar's Gate. It was in Iraq, now it's in Germany. And that is what this Freemason religion is about. Look, the G in the center has light coming out of it. That refers to the gamma radiation, G. G For Gamma, then up here you have a shooting star. Anu is the sky god. He is the supreme ruler of all gods. His symbol is the horned cap. Anu controls shooting stars called Kishru. Anu is also in charge of the bull of heaven, who can be sent to earth to avenge the gods. That's why
I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. I went all the way across the sea for it, baby. I had to bring you this information. We had to go across the sea for this because this is good shit, Reflection. This is good shit. We over here talking about the flying 28s, baby. The all seeing flying 28s over the east side of Compton. We are trying to figure out what is these wheels, these all seeing wheels with the eyes and shit on them. Reflection. We just want to know what's going on with the baby with the bow on the head. The process in between, though. We just trying to see. We just trying to see.
it's called Kishru. Anu is also in charge of the bull of heaven, who can be sent to earth to avenge the gods. That's why the shooting star under the arch is pointing to Taurus, the bull. Now above that is 7 stars, which connects to the Pleiades. This is what Wayne Herschel talks about: the Pleiades system, the Stargate portals, the serpent conduit wormholes. At the bottom you have a shield. It's a bull, a lion, an eagle, and a man, which does connect to Ezekiel's wheels, which was not a wheel, but a chariot or a flying craft. The man down here is making the sign of Tanit, who is Ishtar. It's all about portals and radiation and going through other dimensions.
Yeah, man, you didn't know that? This country is founded. It was founded by people who were in the aliens, man. George Washington, man, he was in a cult. And the cult was in the aliens, man. You didn't know that? No. Oh, man, they were way into that type of stuff, man.
Uzzah was a son of Abinadab, who fell dead while conducting the ark from Girjatiram towards Jerusalem. In his person, God chastised the prevalent irreverence which was intimated in the rude jolting along of the ark by oxen exposed both to sight and to touch, while the law required it to be carefully covered by the priests and then borne by staves on the shoulders of the Levites, who were not to look upon or touch the ark itself on pain of death. He with his brother Ahir drove the cart on which the ark was placed when David sought to bring it up to Jerusalem. When the oxen stumbled, Uzzah, in direct violation of the divine law, put forth his hand to steady the ark and was immediately smitten unto death.
Said, yes, baby, we are the energy conductors around here, baby. Fuck around and put your pinky toe on here. It's going to electrocute you. Put your toe, open it up if you want to. Try to look inside of here if you want to be.
And was immediately smitten unto death.
If we were to build a replica of the Ark today, according to Moses' instructions, we would have a condenser charged with several hundred volts. One side of the plates carrying a negative charge, the other a positive one. The Bible says the ark bristled with sparks and bright flashes, as in these old paintings. In 1961, a group of Minnesota college students took Moses seriously enough to construct an ark according to his directions. Their instructor, however, had to have the model destroyed because of the dangerously high electrical charge it developed.
The ark is electrical. The human body conducts electricity. You touch something highly charged and you will get electrocuted. Here we have the snake, the acacia tree, and the Ark of the Covenant.
I can't make this shit up. Reflection. Make sure you join me back for part 2. This is just part 1 now. Make sure you join me back for part 2 because this shit, Reflection. I ain't got nothing but a third of a tank of water in this spaceship, and I'm all the way over here on Venus. We ain't even on Earth. We on Venus, Reflection. You know I got to get all the way back tomorrow. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. If you do not hit this like button, Reflection, look. What they say, Tariq, you got a picture of Anunnaki and you aggressive? So you threaten me, Tariq. Hit the like button, Reflection. Hit the like buttons for part 2. Okay, until next